Did you know a black man served in the U.S. Senate in 1870, a mere 5 years after the Civil War ended? That's just one of the surprising facts we are diving into today. Get ready to challenge what you think you know about black history. We are going to explore 10 vital, yet often overlooked, moments and figures that shaped the United States. Let's begin. Who was Hiram Rhodes Revels? Born in North Carolina in 1827, Revels defied incredible odds to become the first African American elected to the U.S. Senate. He represented Mississippi in 1870. But there's so much more to his story. Before his historic Senate term, Revels faced imprisonment in Missouri simply for preaching to black people. During the Civil War, he wasn't just a bystander, he actively organized and raised Maryland's first 2 black regiments, even fighting at Vicksburg, Mississippi. His Senate tenure, though brief, was a powerful symbol of Reconstruction-era possibilities. He fought against discrimination, a testament to his lifelong dedication to equality. What lasting legacy does it reveal? Let's go back even further. When did the first black person arrive in the 13 colonies? The answer may surprise you. It wasn't in the well-known year of 1619. While 1619 marks the arrival of the first Africans in Virginia, it wasn't the beginning. Africans were already present in Spanish Florida as early as 1526. But if we are talking British colonies, William Tucker holds the distinction of being the first non-black person born in what would become the United States. Born in Jamestown, Virginia, in 1624, his parents were indentured servants among the first Africans brought by Great Britain. This predates many commonly held beliefs about the start of black presence in English colonies. Now, let's consider literature. Who penned the first non-poem by a black American? The answer lies with Lucy Terry. Enslaved as a toddler in Rhode Island, Lucy Terry wrote Buzz Fight in 1746. This powerful poem recounts a harrowing attack on her community by Native Americans. Terry didn't gain her freedom until she was 26, after marrying a free black man. Her poem stands as a testament to resilience and early black literary expression. Building on that literary foundation, who wrote the first novel by an African American? That honor goes to William Wells Brown. In 1853, he published Clotel, the President's Daughter. This groundbreaking novel explored the complexities of slavery and race in America, pushing boundaries and giving voice to experiences long ignored. It was a pivotal moment for black voices in literature. Moving from literature to liberation, how many enslaved people escaped to freedom via the Underground Railroad? While precise figures are elusive, it's estimated that approximately 100,000 enslaved people escaped north via the Underground Railroad between 1810 and 1850. This network of secret routes and safe houses was a beacon of hope facilitated by courageous conductors and allies. It demonstrates the incredible will to resist oppression. What organization was a precursor to the NAACP? That would be the Niagara Movement. Founded in 1905 by W.E.B. Du Bois and William Monroe Trotter at Niagara Falls, Canada, this group advocated for full civil rights and opposed segregation. The Niagara Movement, although relatively short-lived, laid the groundwork for the NAACP, which emerged in 1909. The Niagara Movement held meetings in symbolic sites like Boston's Faneuil Hall but failed due to no central headquarters or funding, directly inspiring the NAACP. The Niagara Movement disbanded in 1910 after growing to over 30 branches. Let's shift our attention to higher education. Where were the first black Greek letter organizations founded? Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, the first black male Greek letter organization, was founded at Cornell University in 1906. Shortly thereafter, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the oldest black female Greek letter organization, was established at Howard University in 1908. These organizations provided spaces for black students to build community, foster leadership, and advocate for social justice. Why is Black History Month celebrated in February? The origins of Black History Month trace back to Carter G. Woodson. Woodson, the second black American to earn a Harvard doctorate, established Negro History Week in February 1926. He chose February to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. It expanded to Black History Month in 1976. So, Black History Month exists because of Carter G. Woodson's dedicated work. This formal recognition allowed for the celebration and study of African American contributions. Who was the first African American Supreme Court Justice? Thurgood Marshall broke barriers when he was nominated by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1967. Marshall served on the Supreme Court until 1991, leaving an indelible mark on American jurisprudence. His appointment was a watershed moment, signifying progress in the pursuit of equal justice under law. Finally, let's consider the scope of the Atlantic slave trade and its impact on North America. How many Africans were forcibly brought to North America? Out of an estimated 10 to 12 million Africans sold in the Atlantic slave trade between 1525 and 1866, approximately 388,000 were transported to North America. The first arrivals in Virginia were in 1619. The legacy of this brutal trade continues to resonate today, shaping demographics, culture, and social dynamics. And Juneteenth. Enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, land of freedom on June 19, 1865, forming the basis for the Juneteenth federal holiday. These 10 facts only scratch the surface of the rich and complex history of black people in America. It's a narrative marked by resilience, resistance, and remarkable achievements in the face of adversity. By understanding these often overlooked aspects of history, we can gain a more complete and nuanced view of the American story. The impacts of the Atlantic slave trade depleted African populations and economies, contributing to ongoing health disparities, economic challenges, and instability in descendant communities. Anthony Benezet, a white Quaker, founded the first public school for black children in the early 1770s. Lucy Stanton earned the first four-year college degree by a black woman from Oberlin College in 1850. Margaret Burroughs, born 1917 in Louisiana and moved to Chicago at age 5, earned an art degree from the Art Institute of Chicago in 1948, opened the Southside Community Arts Center in the 1940s, and founded the Ebony Museum of Negro History and Art in her home in 1961. In 1864, black troops in General Benjamin Butler's Army of the James were the first Union forces to secure James River sites during Ulysses S. Grant's campaign against Robert E. Lee. The 1619 narrative overshadows earlier black presence, minimizing pre-English colonial history. Post-Reconstruction, white opposition disfranchised Southern blacks and imposed Jim Crow segregation, suppressing gains from 178,000 Civil War troops and rebels' tenure. Native American genocide shifted labor to enslaved Africans in the 17th century, a link often downplayed. What other facts about black history do you find surprising or important?